traditionally, you didn't find a man at a stove. It's weird.
Yeah.
The best chefs in the world are men. I feel like it's an added bonus if you're a man and you can cook. You know the tiniest things, the things that impress women. It's not a car, if you buy a car, but it's not those tiny things.
Yeah.
Like, you know that she's
Breakfast in bed.
breakfast in bed.
So we're going to do a hosting our chef Norbert for the very first time, and he's going to take us through
The exquisite delicacy that is an omelette.
Omelette. Hey, omelette. Just a sorry, omelette. I don't know.
Omelette.
Now what is it? Just eggs.
Facts. They're just eggs. That's a fact. They're just eggs. The French people, they put everything exquisite.
It's like there's a time there was a tweet with by this guy from our was saying that I don't take coffee, I take latte. Guys say no, but coffee is actually Italian latte.
It's latte. And that's what I say. It's the same thing.
So eggs, omelette is eggs.
Exactly.
Eggs is omelette.
So we start.
Yeah.
We should hold the presumption that we have washed our hands.
No, we really have washed.
Yeah. So as we learn how to cook naturally, we shall also be what?
Having that,
Yeah.
And taking it from there, before you actually even start, do you think cooking for a man is a result privilege, or
is it like gender roles or something?
Yeah, kind of like don't take it too far into marriage, but normally just cooking, even in your family, under your father's roof.
You know how the previous traditional setting for African culture was, as Ugandans are naturally African,
I go to citizen them.
So naturally, before we had the women cooking for the men, and that's how it was. Traditionally, you didn't find a man at a stove at
But women know how to cook.
But
you think that men cook better than women.
It's weird.
Yeah.
The best chefs in the world are men.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
those ones have gone to school.
So
I mean, like, suppose like now we've just grown up in your family. The girls have not gone to school. The ladies have not gone to school, and the boys have also not gone to school. Like for those baby planned kids, are the people that go to schools to learn how to cook. When you're just learning how to cook.
But to become a professional chef, he means many rather than
profession is different, but I mean like as just life skills, maybe just where it's in life. I think a man, it can happen.
I feel like it's an added bonus if you're a man and you can cook.
True.
It's an added bonus because, man, do you know women actually feel it? Because as a man, women don't want you to be overly dependent. That their job is to come, to cook, to greet you after work for you. Just come and sit and wait. A woman wants to be in a relationship where the man can also like give once in a while.
Surprise
want breakfast in bed. If you know how to do like an omelette.
Breakfast in bed, so it's about showing romance out now.
You have to be very strategic in these things. So even here, omelette is basic. You're getting eggs and you're frying eggs. Omelette, fried eggs. Simple. You can have eggs, you can boil them. And just put them in water, boil. A simple meal, and it will actually come out. But the way you make pancakes, it's very simple, quick, a nice breakfast, and it will come in as a.
And you take for the baby,
and you take for the baby, and she's like, man. The smallest things, do you know the tiniest things? The things that impress women, it's not a car, if you buy a car, but it's not those tiny things. Like, you know that she's
breakfast in bed.
Breakfast in bed.
So you mean
she'll be like,
women
she'll be like,
wait, you mean women should upgrade? We should learn this.
Yeah, as men, we really need to upgrade that. We're not only learning to cook,
but now I'm going to learn this for this one now.
It shouldn't only be.
But I also feel like it's now a duty for a man to know how to cook. Imagine me personally, I'm really interested in a future wife who is working class. And I feel like if I get back home late over early, I can carry on with the cooking as you are doing other things.
You see,
Shouldn't be
if it's
the
about
always
romance,
coming back
I'm the first guy that will support it if it's like for making her feel good and what.
No, not even.
For making, but then if we are to go into the dynamics of gender roles, you see whatever is demanded of the man, you buy. You're the one supposed to buy it. Until you have to keep up to that work that you are telling.
No.
You know, these days women have stepped
You
up.
think you get that time, even another time.
If she's working, she's actually putting something on the table. I feel like when you come back early, you should cook. It's a responsibility for you.
Come back
If you
early.
can.
If you
You're two people, yeah?
No.
You don't have like a big family. You don't have.
No, even if you have like children, I mean, no, but see, okay, you're going to start off life in your single room. I mean, you're cleaning, you're washing clothes, and you're cooking for yourself. So if you have that other human being coming in, why can't you still cook, clean, and wash the clothes?
What? Do the laundry.
Hey,
Boss.
The washing machines for the children. Anyway,
to be realistic, Ngawuchata and Kahi at the start, you won't think about the washing machines. So you should. I actually think.
Someone was saying, if you can't manage, if you can't afford a washing machine, first wait.
You first wait to what?
First way to think about
Marriage.
yeah. Because you can't do the laundry, honestly, as a man, you cannot.
I feel like you can.
I feel like it depends.
We do ours because, yeah, growing up high school campus, we have been doing ours. But then, like, the entire household laundry.
But it's not a hard thing.
That laundry basket, all of it, you carry it.
Even I think you can even wash her undies. I mean,
What's this?
no.
There's a very thin line between romance and stupidity. There are no and simple. That there are two many Venn diagrams. The Venn diagrams that are like three like this. Now, romance is here, simping is here, and stupidity is also here. So anything, the actions that are in that middle thing, cut that
I
one.
don't think you can just
is-
being too romantic. Like you can wash her.
You imagine? Would you? Okay, for men.
I think I can. Bro, I can. Kati for you, she can wash your bookies.
That one is not actually. It's
That's
not
the way
mandatory.
you like removing them.
Is it? It's not as a way of romance. I think maybe to be like just because they are there and now she cannot watch the rest of the things.
And
that
now
they
check
them.
is on
But
slicing.
I wouldn't be putting them in the same laundry basket for her to. So now
So we have the first
the
step.
eggs.
And no, second step.
Yeah, the first step is to have your eggs. Crack your eggs, put them in a bowl. After that stage, you can work on your ingredients. Now, first, we're going to do very simple. Simple
You're going to only
ingredients.
have two.
Since we are campus students,
You're going to only have two.
we have tomatoes, we have onions. We also have spices. Whether or not we use them, let's wait and see. Hey, we really.
Some
You want to be using tea masala?
Balu bro.
But yeah, we have spices. We have spices. Don't worry about that. Cut, yeah.
So we're only going to have two. Is it because we have to save?
Two what?
2 eggs.
Yes. You know, there's some things. Do you know when you go to a Rolex guy? Yeah? Sometimes I be there and UH Rolex is it? People know UH Rolex is that mad. Cut, you go there and you order more Rolex. 2 chapatis, 2 eggs, or nyanya. Nyanya mbisi. Chapati. Me. I'll be like,
No, first wait. The one again.
That thing is hard.
it's heavy, but mine can manage. Now you find, I found the guy went there. So, akabuli Joe. I say, akabuli Joe. Man said, chapatis,
B.
I'm a tea maker.
Anna.
How? You should not be exceeding
also,
at least 3
Majami
eggs.
is 3 eggs. 3 eggs is understandable.
3
But
eggs
the
is
Majami is.
Actually,
They put it.
2 eggs, 2 chapatis is a standard.
It's a standard.
Standards, but pork and
No, what?
But I can make a special order. I can make a special order for you.
Which one? You
I
can
can
add
make it
another
big.
one.
Since you've asked,
Hey.
since you've asked nicely,
This case,
you can add this.
a little bit alarming. You can even have him like 5.
Kati, you mentioned something earlier. You also have to save nothing.
Campus.
Easy. You mentioned something about gender roles, and you said Africans, Ugandans, the world in general, were upgrading from the previously known gender roles. Do you think women have also upgraded and they're taking on the roles men used to have? Because we are saying before, women were cooking because they weren't going to school.
Yeah.
And now we are both going to school.
Yeah.
Men are going to school, we are in class. Actually, there are more women in school than men. Makere admits more women than men. Weirdly, these days, So there are more women.
Yeah.
Because of affirmative action. So there are more women jumping into the working class. So, despite that fact, are we as men, are we equaling up? Are we at the same pace? Are women actually coming up to say, I'm actually taking up these roles? Since I'm working, I'm educated, I'm an educated girl, I have a degree. It means I can also what? I can pay for the bills. I can pay for what? School fees.
Yeah, that is possible, of course. I mean, it's just reasonable and normal for a human being to be able to pay for any bills if they can, and there's no one else. That is your own personal social responsibility to be able. But then also, it where it differs from is, and this is actually an argument that is still ongoing. If I get a man, if this woman gets a man, should they still be a? Because
yes,
you know what happens.
We are both working. I mean, you can still pay rent. I pay tuition.
Huh?
I've seen it somewhere, by the way. Yeah, I've seen it somewhere.
May I believe in that thing, but
there's a lady that pays for her. She says, I pay the rent, and also like whatever bills, other bills. You pay tuition, and do also other measures like construction.
That's good. But then, how about where she caters for now everything?
All our issues, I think with men same thing. No, I'm telling you. All at the start, from the start, initially. Table it out like, yo, me is like this and this. All our this girlfriend or weekend girlfriends, in that dating stage, similarly rub it off to her that, yo, come with something at home. I mean, you are coming and you are eating your full tray of eggs over the weekend. Come with it. I mean, sorry. What's again? All our mama babas were saying something. I tell you, touched me. Yagamba, me I was a handsome guy. And I used to be around girls with no budget.
Yeah.
Have a pool. But he said,
have a pool.
Yes, but he said, I never had any sexual relationship with them. I felt like if you are around these ladies and you dare have sexual relationship with them, man, you are no longer a man. Like,
which ones? Those
set the principles.
Which ones?
Okay, you're around very many chicks. No, one by one. You get, you lose your fame as a man.
Just because you can,
But talking about the pool, do you think because back in the days, I'm a man, and actually, if you try to attend some masculinity classes, they'll tell you like, as a man, build value. I mean, you because it's so hard for you to be saying as a man, you're going to base on looks alone. Because actually, even if you had looks, if you don't build that value in that you have your money, you can go for gym, you can be able to buy those nice cologne and what, you will kind of lose the shape that the people need. Yeah? Don't you think that now also women, besides the looks, they are going to still need to carry on some sort of value? Don't you think? Because I mean, the competition is now stiff. There are women with our high-end women who are highly qualified. I mean, we all know Dr. Watts, this and will I be going for someone that's That's it. That we can't even hold a discussion, a credible discussion with.
Let me tell you, I was. Okay. I think guys, if I told guys will say Njogera movie. Now yeah.
Talk.
The thing is, as naturally as a man, you want a woman of substance. And we've grown up with educated women.
Yeah.
You want a woman you can have like a natural conversation with. It's not only about you look good, you have a nice body, you laugh at my jokes. Yes, I'm a funny man, you're supposed to laugh at my jokes. But then you're also supposed to what? Add.
How
Some comfort you, You be there, or you talk about something like now.
You've abused her. She said you've abused her. You're insulting her.
You've called that stupid.
You're insulting her. No, she said. I remember telling those tracking videos.
I was telling someone, man, the war in Gaza, it's looking tight. Babe said, Gaza? I was there yesterday, Gaza, and two is taboo. I said,
Okay. Before we leave there, I find all of our guys, I don't know, chewing a show is hard. Guys like it, and I don't know.
Who is a sure? What is a sure?
Okay, you are not dating this person, but she's in for a sexual relationship with you. Well, it is true. It's by chewing a show, you might end up becoming a navigator by pilot. Qualified. Well, there's many shows. Below 5.
No, it's not. First, wait. Now you see,
the moment
you say below 5, then I don't think this guy is understanding what you're talking about. Because
Okay, we leave it there.
It depends.
These shows, they are there.
It depends on the pool.
Whatever she calls, she wants to come in.
Yeah.
Very a few can pick those shows from there. Or it's man also who borrowing all your geographical knowledge, not Anika.
By far.
For example, here in Hall, first slope around the team.
I'm at the entrance in Kuruma.
She calls, I'm at the entrance. First slope, I'm coming.
Have you seen the team? Have you seen the team?
Now turn
this.
She's going to Sibira. You tell her, come back. First come back. Continue, proceed. Where are you?
But of course, I think that that people do those things. Me, I don't. But then
you?
Okay, yes, me, I don't.
Okay.
But then
it's the first time
what I know is like even when someone is doing it, what I know, you'll find they kind of maybe value some, and they don't value others because of the value that those people attach to themselves. And you know how there's someone that you engage with, or maybe you're having a sneaky link, but then I don't want to miss this person. Like I don't want to lose this person.
Shit is very funny. Whatever. They can have a girlfriend. Man, we at campus, we see this.
Why?
Is that cheating?
Well, you might be attracting class. You don't know you're cheating.
And the thing is,
it depends.
I feel like today, the old way. Like, but you are in here, now you are representing your family. You have a family.
You see what that,
like
what she was saying, Mama had shared a story of how she was hot campus and the other pool of. Now, I think it's now going to go back that way around. It's coming to this way around of whereby we had this beautiful madam and everyone is going for them, so they have a pool of men to come from. So now, we all know that. Don't you think it's going to that side whereby the gentlemen have you and they have that pool? So we'll have ladies having to be able to step up.
Already, we are saying ladies are many compared to men.
Statistically. But
they are coming in. The competition is the girl leaves you for another girl. The girl leaves you for the girl you wanted to leave her for.
going, I'm telling you, all I'm going to flying this So we are sorry.
Okay, but if this half that is more
I've
than
never had a
us,
conversation with chicks there. They rang up a man. A lesbian, like, there's a way she gives you time when you're doing it. So, yeah. When you hear their stories, man. So you move it.
oh yeah, but you know, zero.
No, it's same to appreciate because
We are economists. We shall economize.
a Gideon number, say, it's a quota.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's one.
That's a video, and
Omelette.
now we are
Yeah.
frying the thing.
The omelette is coming, it's coming. So, do you think it's possible for someone to be dating or to marry a babe that is richer than you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's okay.
It's normal.
Yeah.
It's
As long as there is respect.
Of course, that's where
one
Whatever.
of our biggest disadvantages as men is we are very egotistical to some extent. So you find a man is a bit intimidated by the fact that his woman earns more than him.
Yeah,
Which me, I find no problem with that.
No.
It should be.
Don't you think
That's
that?
I found families just whereby the woman earns more than the man, but the woman gives the man the respect that he deserves, despite of the fact
but when you
That's
think back to
true,
their
that's
history,
true.
and it's
That's
different.
No,
the
when
man
you
is also
yeah,
supplying.
it's also somewhere.
It's also doing something.
Olaba.
But when he's doing nothing.
No, but
Okay.
also
But now,
when you
if
think
I
back to
say
their
this-
history, you might find the man was at the start top, and now the lady comes in and
No,
tops the
whichever way they come to become richer, but whichever way the woman comes to get richer. My problem is when those misunderstandings start to get in. Forget about being egocentric, but at least there's some princely treatment that I need, even when you're misunderstanding me. I mean, do you think that when those because things, it will just be a bit of roses. Of course, when you're starting out, you like each other and what, and also the difference is not big. But then we all know that.
Let's watch.
We all know that it's. We all know that those misunderstandings coming, even when there's no power dynamic, maybe you're the same level or the man is the one that is in those misunderstandings coming. Don't you think that you be easily looked at as trash when the bad energy comes in?
It's to some extent, yes. Because the woman will be like, even as a man, you realize you can't leave the house. Because you're depending.
It's terrible.
on
It's terrible.
It's very terrible. But then I feel like both men and women, there's a point when you reach that equal level of understanding in as far as decision making. Now, right now, the opposite can't happen. Because even the educated women want some men who are also making their own.
You're also
Check it out.
You find an educated woman that
The
has their own, but
the women,
want the money
they
of
still
the
want
man.
the man who's what?
There's someone who told me that the man.
Yeah, the double burden. The burden is on the
women
man.
are value touched. Without value.
So much.
But even
That
you as a man,
First wait, but you
even
say
you as a man,
I've shared this experience with my friends, and my friends will be like, first of all, you will die in that marriage. I'm like, I just pray to God that bring that CEO, that MD. And then the man's like, you will die.
Yeah,
You will divorce.
Yeah.
Because of course, in the news, his argument was that in the news, you always hear divorce cases, of those prominent divorces. But I was like, by the way, they're prominent, like you said, they're there because they are prominent.
Yeah.
Because the eyes are on you,
Yeah.
It's a case they'll follow, your relationship is in public. But these poor ones, you find she's divorcing 3 times in 1 year. That's it. I don't know how they called it.
Chief number 12.
Mom, done. No, the people like the omelette squeeze.
This one.
To a yellow, and it doesn't take to burn out.
The one that is in the middle. There's a
no, not a yolk.
uh,
Actually, the color.
Why do you do that?
But,
Yolk.
which color?
It has.
Nanti, the difference is that when my mom tells me, when you overcook something, you kill the ingredients. So usually, a healthier omelette is one that hasn't been over
Well, the
overridden.
tomatoes are like.
Where it's still white.
Yeah.
But take it, it still has that color white in it. It's not avidly yellow.
So,
I
but
think-
you also
I
do
don't
for
think
us
so.
that of
It's more
New York,
like
where
big parts.
you
Where it remains.
the
It remains in the
scrambled
middle.
egg.
Yeah. No, it's not
So what?
scrambled. The yolk is still visible.
Hey, that guy.
Can you try?
Again, it's different. We shall need more instruments, but
Yeah,
next time, we have more ingredients.
Okay.
I'll buy it. Okay,
So- Speaking it from there, we're actually having a conversation with Paul. He said, as a normal human being with value, you should possess these 5 qualities. You being trustworthy, honest, hardworking, faithful, and
Humble.
humble.
Humble. But
Okay, you can forget
no.
the rest. You can forget
We
the
had a
rest.
lot of, we had a lot
but
of
only
disagreement about the humble thing.
humble.
Because well, the reason as to why we disagree, me, I took it as, I don't know, they call it humility, like, or Ubuntu, they always call it
Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
That one.
That's compassion. I think I should have used compassion because
Yeah, I was telling
these
them.
guys hit me that I'm
Yeah, I
not
was
humble
telling
at
them.
all. What do you
Many of us,
When
many
is
of
somebody
us
not a
are too
humble
honest
person?
to be humble. Like we have that,
You know,
all of us know that. I believe the opposite is arrogant, being arrogant, right?
Yeah.
I feel like many of us fall between the line, like you are normal, like you are not humble, you are not arrogant. You get, you are too honest to be humble. I mean,
Arrogant.
you get,
That you're too honest.
it's not
Because
so automatic that if you
guys-
are not
guys
humble, you are arrogant.
guys
Because
were
very
always
many
just
people
of saying
want to conclude that they are
when I-
humble.
when you're wrong, I will tell you directly that you're wrong.
Yeah, you're not being
You're wrong.
humble.
That I think you're
You're not
wrong.
being
You're
humble.
not being
You're not
humble. I'm
sensitive.
saying I'm actually being honest with you,
Ah,
and that
you are
is a humble
honest
character.
to hold something.
And there's a thin line between being very honest and being arrogant.
Yeah.
An arrogant person will not take into consideration
Yeah.
how honest he's being.
Yeah.
Then someone can just be being
You know,
honest.
I-
They tell you a
I-
fact. They tell you a fact because they're being honest,
Eh,
and he says it in a nice way. But an arrogant person won't care about how he's bringing the
No.
He will tell you
Arrogance,
facts.
to me, I think arrogance is more like arrogance is actually bad. It's bad. It's a bad trait. But people they misconcept that because they misconceive being honest, like blatantly honest,
With
and
arrogance.
arrogance. Like arrogance.
yeah, true. But all of them, which I'm trying to avoid it, everyone says, "Mbo, just being too honest." Or you are trying to, okay, my picturing in that area of being humble, to avoid being arrogant. But
So,
what I'm saying
if
is that
you
there is that line, that neutral
If you
line
take
where
it
you
that
can
way,
be a normal
if you
person,
take it that
where
way,
you
I
are
would
not
say-
humble, you are not
If you take
You're
it
also
that
not
way, no, you see,
arrogant.
if you take it
Like,
that way,
you
I would
are
say
no,
that
you're
it's
too
bad.
honest to
It's
be.
bad to be
Why?
humble. Cause I mean, you're going to be tolerating every shit.
They
Come and
tolerate,
sit on
they
you and
do, they
you're
do.
not
Yes,
speaking.
they do.
Because you're humble. Now,
That's
is
the
it good?
real
Is
definition
it
of
good?
being humble.
Is it good?
It's not good.
Do you get any prize at the end?
No, you don't. That's why I'm saying we are normal people. Like you are not humble, you are not arrogant. You're just too honest.
The thing is, you can be humble without being arrogant.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You can be humble without being arrogant.
Can you be
And then you
honest?
can be honest.
Can you be honest?
You can be honest without being arrogant.
No.
Yes,
No,
yes.
because
Not
let me
too
tell
honest,
you. If
but honest, just honest.
if I do something bad and you tell me that that's bad, and I'm not an honest person, no, I'm not a person that maybe believes so much in truth, I will take it that you're becoming arrogant, you know, kind of that. Because I don't want to hear that truth that you've said. You've said, no, what you're doing is not good. Which I don't want to hear. So I'll say that guy is arrogant. How would you tell me it like directly to my face? You get?
Mhm.
But yet you have been honest with me. They will take it that
I feel like someone who is humble will actually have to consider a lot before letting you know.
I know.
Before judging you.
for the humble
They are
you talk
so
about.
sensitive. You get it? And someone who is too honest, like you just rub it.
Bro, there's some of
You-
these ingredients
You are
that we
this
put
and
in.
this and this.
Yeah, there are some. Gradually, we shall be putting in.
Which one is this?
We shall be putting in
No.
one of the most. I'll have. This is paprika. Paprika is exquisite spice.
Uh-huh.
Hot pepper.
What pepper?
Hey.
Why do they
So
call it
there's pepper in that.
Why do they call it pepper?
Fine. So what again? It's red.
Those
green
are
pepper.
German names.
You know what green
Is
pepper
it
is?
Israel?
No, red pepper.
No,
That is.
Is it
Color,
red pepper?
It's red paprika.
Is it that one? Chili.
This is why the guy traveled from
So you put it in.
The first one.
wants to go
the second one,
to India for this.
It's like
And
a friend who went for Lato yet in Uganda, we have coffee.
I just trying to show that they have gone to those stuff. No, plant kids.
We also had this jazz about this blood. Let me not mention whatever the brand.
Names.
Let me
Brand,
not mention the brand. So on Twitter, I was on Twitter and someone was selling a jacket, a black leather jacket at 850k. A normal leather black jacket, you get?
Yeah, I know the guy.
You know the guy. And the pen, there's a pen and the wallet. Each is running something like 250 and the other 280, something like that. And I was having a just with him, not with him, with someone, and he was saying that you are not the target one.
Not the target audience, the target market.
Nobody. I feel like regardless of you being within the target, it depends on your mindset. Why?
You want to say I'm stupid?
If this, this shirt, downtown it can be 50. Oh yeah, downtown. Nga Acacia, it is 200. That is a reasonable difference. So say, stupidity comes in when this thing is 800k and you run for it. I mean, stupidity of the highest order.
Okay, to some extent, there are levels in these things.
Yeah.
The same way Lamborghini does not advertise. Have you ever seen a Lamborghini advert?
They say the customers are not
The
around
target
watching.
market is not seated around watching
Watching
us.
TV.
Okay.
Now there's a target market of Chico.
Yeah.
They're looking for people like us.
By
By university.
I don't know.
University students. That is the target market there. Then there's the upper class. Abana ba Museveni, they don't shop from downtown. They go to Gashlaks.
But you see, no.
You still have to put in
all those things. All those things are reasonable. I think
there is something that is
those prices.
Guys put out the point where people say, new things are too expensive. It's saying if you don't want to buy them, go elsewhere.
To me, I feel that actually the target market who are the people saying that it's too expensive. That people are expensive.
That's the margin.
It's
just reduce.
Because
it was unrealistic.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Attach value. I mean, if someone can have it at a 50k, okay, 300 is reasonable, but not one thing. I mean, also you the target, okay, Mukama target whatever. The target market.
You see, the
the
only value difference that I see from, of course, that's the things that you get from downtown at a smaller price and getting them from maybe Waikiki or wherever, Acacia, is maybe that comfortability. Because like the people who don't want to cancel. There are people who don't want to go in that toning of school. So the fact that I'm bringing it for you in those AC areas, at least it is reasonable that I add that price. Maybe double the price. But for that particular brand, it was just.
I know, but
it was just.
Okay, let me never be the target.
That's what you're going to. You're going to bring a. But also that money, that's
No.
what I feel. You know, I feel.
I feel
Because
like
the way I know there are levels in this thing, you will get a border. Let me go down to earth, a border man. A border man will take one good look at your shoe and say, well, for a distance that you know, this is okay.
When
As
as
long
as he
is going to look at you and decide you can afford the what? The 5K.
me, one thing I realize is the cologne. If he smells the cologne, you're right.
for me to avoid all that.
If he smells the cologne,
when
you're
I
right.
took high there, just have a whatever personal fashion.
Guys,
Like you guys are.
But
Yeah,
now,
but
I think the apartments are expensive.
No, but you
Like,
get
you
at some level where you get at some level where you, I think people have made it in life. You reach a level where you despise it. And there are things that you despise the price, especially food.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You
But
be like,
in a reasonable sense.
I don't want to eat.
Reasonable sense.
Mm.
Madam, let another example of a Lamborghini. Now, the value attached to a Lamborghini. But this is the damn jacket that you can even get in Owino. On a good day, you can find it in Owino. But why those other guys buy the leather jackets is the origin? From Owino. Hey, guy, another one. I mean, man.
Again, you won't go to Sheraton where someone is paying rent
Yeah.
of 4 million,
Yeah.
and then he also gives you, and then he sells you something at 50K.
No, that is
But
reasonable.
those
No, but that
people-
is
may I-
reasonable.
what my
Well,
thing
it's
is-
just 200 to 50. That is
What I
reasonable. I
imagine
mean,
is
the
to
location
those
and
people the customers, the target market. Yeah, I know they are there in Uganda, but do they attach value to money? Or they have just stolen it for money laundering?
man, I also feel like,
And you don't, because then, if you know,
Which
within
four
the hours.
Kochi Tower. Look at this Kochi Tower. Very many shops. These chicks are putting in just lotions, cosmetics and stuff. Now, Kola on a normal day, she can just have one customer. Yeah, she's paying for him.
That is, when we go to those shops, I also don't understand how they do it. I don't understand the dynamic space.
It's as if they are working at home, or they have a farm at home, and they're just there for just to open it.
And you know, some people, they're rich,
Yeah,
but innocent.
yeah.
Man is there, wants to keep his daughter occupied,
Yeah,
to keep his wife occupied.
yeah.
So,
by the way,
let me give you what? A show.
Yeah.
She goes there. She's not getting a living from there.
It's
It's just what she's doing.
it's
It's just.
That's even
Yeah.
there.
Once again, you go. I just want her to be okay.
They start recording TikTok videos and abusing.
But you know, these days, now TikTok is becoming a bad thing.
Yeah.
Before, we are walking through town. We are so jam what? Like they want you to buy their things. They are calling you. Just walking towards you. You just pass shop.
Nowadays, paying
Uncle,
attention.
brother, chief, captain, commander. You come on, everyone is calling you. Now these days.
Everyone is on TikTok.
We should actually
You know,
do a
like,
TikTok
Simu.
challenge after all this. Like this Master Mujingo thing. Pentagon charge Zimbola. We should carry something. Each should carry something.
Man said Pentagon
I
and
just-
Yoko. I told Aaron and start on
I
Instagram.
never had a fork. You guys, you just have one fork on the
Cutlery is coming. We're going to send for it. I'm going to send for it.
But you can use that for the meantime. Best dance.
Actually, you're offset. It's going to go and use it.
Okay.
How many chicken?
On camera.
I'm your guy.
But that.
Talk about current child relationship in this modern generation of power.
I feel like it's evolving.
Mm.
These days, actually, parents have new dilemmas.
Yeah.
You can't go to a parent and be like, "Oh man, I'm suffering from depression." And be like, what's that? Because for them in that time, they had nothing like that. Ati wewe koza,
Even us, by the way, in us, we don't appreciate that thing.
Yeah, but it's actually there are like new problems affecting this current generation.
When we try someone can come up like that by I'm facing such a child.
I've been there, I've seen people actually suffer
They
silently
can eat you.
and
What
depression eats someone to the extent of suicide.
Yeah, true.
And it's like,
I
think
there is a day I was crossing to
In
that.
the ancient times, me, I like you could tell from your big bros or what. If I think some point maybe someone would be like depressed, but the only result of what you see from that is that they're just not performing.
No,
Not just performing. Just say maybe
what I
she's
learned, the thing is not so that damn shit. Well, I learned one thing. I compare my situation with other people's situation. Okay, it's eating me up, but I sit down and I'm like, yo, I'm not the first. Very many have been there. they have gone through this. I watch very many videos. I get engaged. Self-advice and self-treatment. So what I do, and my advice to people out there, okay, there is sometimes which are so extreme that you can't even think and reason. But sometimes I feel like, because even our friends, man, we don't know about it. No, when you miss that, but full story, man, out there. What's it? And serious, man. Our generation in here. So what I do normally, of course, you cry behind the whatever the walls. You can cry. Then no doubt, my man, still go associate. You're not the last and you're not the first. Okay. Then you give yourself time, no matter when to go through this and start working on yourself. What's there? But the moment you come out, you come back stronger.
Sometimes
and harder.
Those things are so serious that you actually need help.
Yeah.
The thing is, some people can't actually bring themselves to say that they need help. Yet
no one will understand you.
There are some people that can understand. I don't know, the fear of not being understood, the fear of being castigated.
Judgmental.
That stigma, you were fearing that stigma.
Back to our circles, our friendship.
But it also depends, exactly. It goes back.
What I know about it, you have that circle. I feel like you guys are a good example. You guys support your guys. I mean,
Every day.
I was somewhere, we're actually in the same location, and one of your guys was hosting somewhere. Late night, I said, event.
Yeah.
Now, you guys were there, I think training, we are here for you.
Yeah. Let me tell you, by the way, it rained on us, but we are there because we know it's our boy, and we are supporting our boy.
Man, there are people very pure academic. Literally, they're just there for you, just for academics, or for money.
But you know,
we need to realize our true.
Always, it's hard. It's the thing is, there's a person I was sharing with. I just told them, like after them sharing their entire experience, I just told them, you know what, you misconceive that person to be your friend, but they are not. Like they are just.
Guys need to know that difference.
That's right.
The difference between a friend,
yeah,
an acquaintance, and a colleague.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
that's the thing. People you be throwing it around that, man. They are my friend.
Yeah.
Your friend is someone you come to him and you're like, I need money.
Yeah.
He's not going to ask you why you need it. You just be like, how much? And you send it. If he can, he will give you that.
And you know, you were always.
And then he's your friend. You won't even hustle you.
Actually,
sometimes
that's your boy. True. Because sometimes I may give you the money.
You like me, if you're my friend, just if I give you money, I'm not going to stress you at money.
It gets romantic to an extent that you like let's say
you don't even have to pay me back.
If you're my friend.
Nobody.
Okay, this one. This one with money.
Boundaries.
But it depends. It's not boundaries.
You are there, we are my friend.
No. You say it depends.
It depends.
Even in friendship, I don't know boundaries and respect.
Exactly.
Imagine was there for me to give you what long have
but do you know,
I will return
do you know
I feel like if you don't respect me, that is that. But if you respect me, even after 10 years, money, man. This is your money, but this is your money. But just letting it go.
It's good, but let me show you. Aaron, first wait. You imagine this situation. For you, you're rich, you have money, you have your money. Boom. I'm saying it's an example. I'm saying you're not rich. Okay. An example, you're a rich person, you have your money. You rarely get to that financial
tukata demo ka space.
But we'll get good as bad.
If I had time, I was going to Kane. You don't have a waffle maker, but I can make nice waffles. I can make waffles, I can make pancakes, baking, anything that does it. Even without oven, I have a mother and a sister, bro.
Me
when I'm at home, I think as long as I have that time, I'm going to cook.
You know what I mean? Sometimes we'll be like, you're disturbing us so urgent.
At your agenda. The thing is, we elevated before those days. No, but come and make juice. on juice, serving, the visitors around. But then at some point, you realize, for us, what we do this thing at home where we all have our days. Sometimes we have our days. I'll wake up in the morning, Albert's not done breakfast. I'll wake up in the morning, I'll make breakfast, it'll be my sister. But then what we usually do is we do it like together, like the kids. They'll give us
enjoy it.
So we go and we play around. So we go. Learning how to grill. We had the oven, it's putting it on. It was a hustle. There's nothing that
That's why very many of us in our oven.
don't use them.
It's just there.
Like
Just
just use
it
the
has to be-
cooker.
We went,
You
you hustled with that thing, but you know it's grilled chicken, like that good. You go, you grill your own chicken and you're like, man who did this
I
shit.
can do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can.
Me?
Go.
No, I can't. Sorry, honestly. I can't tell how.
Better go.
But yeah, it's that.
But I will learn. By the me, what I know is I don't know, but I have the willingness to learn, which is good.
So nobody.
And, I remember we're talking about what?
Friendship.
Friendship. We're talking about friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Friends.
Those things.
Yeah. I was saying back to the thing about being able to add a relationship without being like doing small things like this. I was talking about how at this time what you need is a woman who's going to support you.
Yeah, sure.
But take it.
I've ever been
Men and women right now we're at different levels in life. Yeah? We are at levels whereby to some extent right now a girl, if she's educated, she's fine. She can stop there. She's well off,
Yeah.
but she take it, right?
Yeah.
She's fine. But as a man, you have a lot that's expected of you. To find a job. After some time they'll chase you out of the house.
Yeah.
You have to be the
Not
man.
even chase, you're not getting back up.
You want to
Idea,
go back. Huh?
Me,
Because
man, I'm
the
not
idea
getting back
better.
after coming
Ah,
back.
yeah,
The earlier the better. So right now you need a woman who's going to understand why you are. A woman who's going to understand that you're not going to pay a 2 million suite.
A real
Actually,
partner. A real partner.
You need a
The
partner
meaning.
who is going to be with you from the ground and help you build up.
I
If you
feel
look
like
at
that
women
is-
like Michelle Obama,
Yeah.
true. You've seen Bobby Chagulan.
Yeah.
From down there, from deep down, they didn't wait for them to have money.
Problem is
They were
sometimes you
there
have a
when
partner,
they
you
didn't
have a
have
partner
money.
and she's just holding out as your partner, but then you're a partner of yourself. You need to
Wait, now you see, she's just one step forward, 2 steps back.
know.
You gain something, but whatever you gain, you take it to the woman. No, you need to reach a level where you're looking at having a partner who's going to support you, but you also support them. But then it's like, man, the society we're in these days, they expect too much at such a low level. Like when lawyers, the moment we get out of law school, we finished LDC, now we want to rock. You think life is like how it was in Suits, how to get away with murder. You remember how we came to campus, we thought it would be like grownish, that sweet life. Now things are tough out there. Guys get out and they think it's automatic. I'm going to
But from here to
magistrates, I'm going to enter a law firm, they will give me a car. It's not that simple.
Yeah,
It
you have
takes
to
time,
hustle.
especially for men. I'm not saying women don't put in hard work.